What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are going to be looking at the collective energy for the day. So thank you so much for joining me always. I hope you're doing well. We are in Mercury retrograde right now. I should make my disclaimers first. These messages are timeless and fluid, so if you happen to be watching them at a later date and they resonate, definitely pick them up. Otherwise, just don't worry about it. That's what I say. Don't worry about it. So we are in the throes of the holiday season. That's probably more important, or I don't know, whatever. As well as Mercury retrograde astrologically. I'm going to start with cleansing the energy as well. I'm going to use this rosemary smudge bundle again today just because it is really helping us cleanse, clarify, release blocked energy around our memory, our intuition, our dream space, aspects that the energy has been a little bit more on the heavy side. And those things, obviously, we are not as easy to control. We can control the physical world way more successfully, I think, than the subtle. The subtle can really kind of put us off kilter, especially if it's harder for us to acknowledge our feelings, our emotions, etc. So this will kind of help clear out any of that blocked energy. It is a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm trying to do this methodically. All right, feel free to grab a smudge bundle of your own and cleanse your own energy out, or receive this cleansing that I'm providing for you. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release all the energy that does not serve our highest and best. Ooh, ouchie. Ooh, something doesn't want to leave. Something doesn't want to get out of the way, right? All right. So this is Sunday. It is also the day of the sun, and a really great time for us to focus on our empowerment, our sense of self, who we are. The sun represents our ego and our identity, and it rules our solar plexus and heart chakra. Solar plexus is our empowerment. Our heart is what we desire, what we love, what we're passionate about, what we want to connect to and bring into this life. So we're in this period of really kind of weeding out the old, what is not serving us. And some of it's happening in the physical plane. Some of it's definitely, a lot of it is actually happening in that energetic space. That's why we can feel these heavier emotions, feelings, etc. The sun is conjunct to Mars. So we're fighting this energy of really wanting to push ahead, move forward, see things manifest, our desire, just like enjoy the space of life we're in. That makes a lot of sense. We're in the holidays. But there is still the old karma that's kind of pulling us back, and not necessarily in a bad way, in the way that we have to really make sure that we're being conscious, mindful of the lessons that are coming in for us and what we truly need to not bring into 2024. And that's a little hard. The sun is square to Neptune, which is one of the major transits today, and it brings up a lot of feeling and emotion around ourself, how we look, how people see us, what the perception is, versus it's not only what we're feeling about ourselves, but it's also what we're picking up intuitively. Neptune is more of a mystical planet. It rules our connection with spirit, with the other worlds, the more subtle layers of life, if you will. And, here's the thing. That's really where our power lies, especially when we're trying to cultivate this certain lifestyle for ourselves, this certain type of happiness or abundance, we have to know how to work with those more subtle layers just as much as we have to learn how to work with the physical layers, you know, connecting with the right people, places, and things in order to bring that into manifestation into your life, essentially. That's all that means. I don't know. I heard like a reader say that manifesting or manifestation is a triggering word. It was like, okay, I don't know. I don't think it's like a bad thing, you know, because we can manifest anything. And it's not just about like this woo-hoo energy. It's just like something we do. Like attracts like, quantum physics has proven it. Bosons of a feather flock together. Look it up if you want that confirmation. All right, but again, it's kind of, and we've been seeing this come up a lot in our readings, that our feelings about things, about love, about surrounding ourselves with beauty, what we're passionate about, how we feel, the things that we really want to see come into our life. It's not the most comfortable energy, unfortunately. There's this part of us that, like I said it, or this maybe was said in a previous reading. Check them out, guys. No. Well, please do, I should say. But, you know, I think we want things to look a certain way. We want things to feel a certain way. In the places where there is tension, where things are challenging us, where they're forcing us to, you know, rise above, cut it out, have a better like attitude or reaction, or, you know, whatever it is to the situation that we're dealing with. It's, I don't know, maybe we're not liking what someone says. Maybe we don't like how we feel like maybe a little rejected. We feel kind of cast off. We're not being given enough time and energy from those we love or have invested in. You know, it's interesting, before I was preparing for this video, it was early morning, I was outside, excuse me, enjoying the morning. I don't know what that was. Blocked to the throat chakra, right? Probably because this message, you know, people don't want this coming out. But it was interesting because I heard this message, they're circling. And I looked up into the sky, and there were this flock of birds, and they were hunting, right? They were like circling around, seeing what they could find down below, etc. And it just really, what I was hearing from Spirit is, you know, the things in life that aren't working out for us, the situations and people that just didn't vibe with us, didn't click, whatever, the stuff that we do really have to leave back in 2023, there's this energy of them paying attention. There's this energy of curiosity, of kind of wanting to know what's going on with you. We see this especially with Mercury trine to Jupiter. Both of those planets are in retrograde, but it's also like kind of falling back into bad patterns in order to get to our goals. So, you know, if we, I don't know, had an argument with someone, we haven't been talking to them for a while, spying on social media is a great way to check in, right? And so many people do it nowadays. It's that kind of energy where someone doesn't necessarily, and this came up, now that I'm saying this came up in our reading yesterday, but now that I'm saying this, it's reminding me that there is this like energy of spying, sneaking, watching, trying to figure out what you're doing, what your next moves are. And I feel like that's also another confirmation as to why you're not feeling the love from certain people at this time. Yeah. Okay, so Jupiter pops up for us right away. Jupiter is our abundance, it's expansion, it's growth, it's the way that we evolve in big ways throughout our life. So Jupiter is, because it's in retrograde right now, it's forcing us to look at the things that we let get in the way of that, right? Like, let's say you're single and you want to bring new love in, you're ready to settle down, have a home, have a family. That might not be for everybody, but it's just, you know, it's the analogy I'm using. So it's like, you know, in order to be ready for that, you know, we have to look at ourselves, do a self-evaluation. What kind of person are we? What kind of life we're leading? Because we're going to attract someone from that space, right? If we are confident, happy, if we love our life, if we love ourselves, then we're going to match, we're going to draw in someone who has that same vibration, who is more of a divine counterpart, or someone that does want to commit, that does have the same values, morals, ideas, aspirations, etc. Where if we're just like, oh yeah, well, I really want to be with someone, and it's all this superficial list, or, you know, there's things that we have discontentment about our own selves, lack of feelings of worthy, or we deserve, etc., then again, we're going to bring in someone that's not really a great match. And that is what ends up starting this cycle of karma. It's when we're not settled and balanced in who we are, and we're trying to bring in this abundance. Because as soon as we call this in, Saturn is going to get to work. It's our celestial taskmaster. It forces us to learn the lessons, the 5th house, joy and play, okay? So it forces us to learn the lessons. We're at a point astrologically where we do have a lot of awareness. We've learned the lessons. We've done the work. There's not really a whole lot that you can do the rest of this year if you're like really proactive about, like, you know, whatever it is you're cultivating, which is cool. It's more of a time to like take a little bit of a break, especially as we're moving into this next week. I like that message of joy and play. You know, I think sometimes it's like enough is enough. We've done enough work for the day. I've put enough energy towards myself, towards my goals, my desires, and now it's time to kind of let our hair down and play a little bit, especially today. Sundays are great days for that. I know where I'm at, the weather's kind of wah-wah. So it's kind of a great time to not feel like you have all this responsibility on your plate. And it also helps move through the transformation, through, you know, whatever you are leaving behind. We can't stay too much in this energy of grief, sadness, sorrow. We have to move on, right? And we are moving on. Life is going to move us whether we want it to or not. It's just like way more fun to be happy about it through the process, right? Again, not being fake, not in falsity, not turning a blind eye to your problems, but I think it's also knowing within when it's time to just let it go and release it. And, you know, there's only so much you can do. I love the confirmations that we're getting through these astrology cards, this Neptune, dreams, and spirit. So again, it's very interesting because these are all about loving our life, being happy, feeling empowered in what we're doing on the daily basis and what we're calling in that excitement. And this is all about tapping into our spirit, right? Listening to our spirit through the process, because it is guiding us, it is directing us. And I think that's so important, especially if like we have a general idea of what we want, where we're going, what we're trying to bring in, but we don't really know our next moves. Spirit does an awesome job at filling in the gaps, taking our hand, so to speak, guiding us, leading us along the way, etc. So having faith and trust in that, I'm really getting this overarching sense of a need to kind of just let go in terms of the control or feeling all this pressure that you're putting on yourself. not everything can happen in a day, you know, and we really can't force the energy. I was reading this thing today just about that concept of nature and cycles and how, you know, nature never really rushes on anything. It can't, right? It's like, and neither really should we. Unfortunately, we live in a really busy, high-paced, fast-paced world where, you know, and I'm guilty of this as well. I love production. I love to be productive. It's kind of like probably not that great, but I love it. You know, there's something addicting about it. It must release like some type of endorphins or something along those lines. So, but again, it's also knowing that measure of when to take a step back, when to, you know, maybe I can't do any more on this project, so I am going to go home for the weekend. I'm going to let, and honestly, as I'm saying this, that value of rest, taking a step back, the feminine energy of surrender, rest, reprieve, restore, restoration, that is actually what cleanses our mind, body, and soul. And then we can jump back onto that project on Monday. All right. So funny. No, I'm kidding. I think I'm like a big cheese ball, but you know, it works, I guess, for me. Okay, so the star, Aquarius energy. I love this. The star is healing. It is hope. It is wish fulfillment in the major arcana. Aquarian energy is believing in the best. You know, it is kind of that concept of ideas, hopes, and wishes, our utopia, what we desire for our life. I heard one person say it. It's like, focus on the golden age. What do you want your golden age to be? I'm not saying the bracket, like, I'm not saying golden years, like that age bracket. I'm saying, like, you know, that golden age of abundance. What does that look like in your life? And continuing to focus on that. And recognizing that when things do come up, when the pain, the sadness, the sorrow comes up for the loss, for what we're walking away from, it's just something that we need to cleanse and release from our energy. It's the stress that has built up that we've shoved down. There still is this hermit vibe for us today, Virgo energy. Virgo governs our health, our well-being. It's when we have to take the practical approach, like, I need extra rest right now. And I've been feeling this a lot this weekend, definitely. Like, as I mentioned, usually I'm on the go doing a bajillion things. But these last couple mornings, I've really had to just kind of stay in bed, sleep extra, do a little more meditating, that type of thing, because there's a lot being processed energetically. If you are someone who is more in tune with the subtler layers, you're definitely going to feel that. You're going to feel the heaviness of the emotions, the weightiness, etc. That's why today is a time to just like enjoy yourself and choose to be around people, places, and things that are going to support that energy for you. Because there still is this healing, there still is this evolution, messages, communication wanting to come in with the Eight of Wands. We see Mars and Sagittarian energy. It's fire energy. It's quick. It's abundant. It's a lot. So I definitely feel like there's something that you have to be thinking about. This might come to you today. You might be feeling this underneath the surface. It's going to be coming up next week during this Mercury retrograde, etc. Let's see what this communication is about. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. So the Emperor's coming in. It's that Aries energy. Mars is governs Aries. And Page of Cups, it's a love offer. It's a new opportunity. This is something that I feel like someone's had their eye on you for a while. Whether this is actual romantic love or this is just more about partnering up with someone. Someone's starting the conversation is what I'm hearing. I'm not sure that you're paying attention to this right now because you're kind of focusing on your own self, your own health, well-being, healing with that Virgo star energy. You've moved through a lot is what that's saying. It has been very heavy, and I feel like you just need your peace and your tranquility right now. Well, this guy, I actually feel like this is a good energy, and I don't always read the Emperor in the most favorable light, because masculine energy can be very controlling, manipulative, forceful, etc. And not to hate on that, you know, I'm just a lover. So I really hate when people can't be authentic or use these like underhanded tactics to kind of get people to do what they want. I think it's just like not a great way to live. Anywho, that's my little tangent. But like I said, I don't feel like this person is bringing ill will or negative news. Like, it actually feels like it's something good. This is an offer with this page, excuse me, Page of Cups, Princess of Cups in this deck. A new offer, new beginning. Someone likes what they see, you know, maybe they're seeing your peace, your tranquility. Maybe they see you taking care of yourself. They like something that you're emanating. You have this vibe of lightness about you. Like, it's unique. It's something that they don't come across every day. They don't always see this with other people. It's someone who's like a little hesitant. I feel like they kind of are a little awkward. Like, they have a little bit of a weird energy. Maybe they're not the best communicator, which can be interesting for Aries energy sometimes. Let me get some clarification on this. Okay. Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's just someone who's very diplomatic, someone who, and probably when they talk to you, when they approach you, it's going to be very, very rational. Like I said, not good, bad, right, or wrong. I like when people are blunt and direct, but like I said, it's not coming from a place of like ill will or, you know, they're trying to underhand you, undermine you. I don't really get that vibe. I think that it's someone who wants to create some things with you. It's someone who's bringing options to the table. I feel like there is wish fulfillment is what I was going to exactly say. Two of Cups energy. That's confirmation on this partnership. This is a really good vibe, guys. I love this. It is change. It's something completely different than what you're used to. I feel like, yeah, it's different from the past. It's different from what you've been used to. Sorry, I know that was redundant, but that's all that wants to come out right now. No, I'm kidding. This is someone that's giving you opportunities, right? They're bringing an opportunity. They're open to work with you, to collaborate, to continue this relationship. They want to build and grow something. And it feels like the interest is more about connecting with you as a person versus what you can bring to them. I mean, yeah, that's like obviously a part of it. But you know how, like I was saying, that manipulative, conniving energy, this person doesn't really have that. So it's kind of like someone who just like really wants to work with you because they think you're awesome, right? Versus like, oh, well, this person can make me a lot of money. It doesn't have to be about business either. I'm sure you know that. You know, but this is just newness coming in, and in a good way. New friendship, new partnership, new collaborations in business, in friends, you know, community. There's new opportunity, and this is someone who's actually helping you get to the other side. I'm going to pull a little bit on their energy, what to be mindful, what to be aware of. We are in Mercury retrograde. Okay, so this is someone who, like I said, that awkward energy, there's a little bit of fear around them. Fear around the communication, and maybe even like how much they're drawn to you. I think maybe they're like a little bit worried about that is what I'm hearing. Like I don't feel like, especially with that Aries King of Swords energy, they don't always connect with people on that heart level. They're probably really logical, rational when they approach relationships. So it's awkward for them to feel love drawn towards someone's, like, you know, someone's piquing your interest, especially when you're like used to seeing it all. is what I'm hearing. So there is this, I love the way this deck is portraying the Eight of Swords. Like I said, Eight of Swords is when we limit ourselves, limit our energy. But this is someone who's being, I feel like this is more about being cautious, you know? They're gonna wait to execute. They're gonna wait to kind of lift those swords so they can break through. They're watching. This is someone who's, you know, but they have a good heart. Yeah, Six of Cups, past life connection. I love this. This is someone who's really strong, really grounded. I was going to say loyal with that dog energy. It's someone who is going to honor you, honor the connection. Like I said, it definitely has that past life vibe to it where you guys have connected before. Or if you don't believe in that stuff, it's just like that familiarity with someone as if you've known them before or for a long time. And that's probably why this person is so drawn to you. You know, it's interesting on the Six of Cups energy, he's holding up that light. He sees your light. He or she, it's genderless. I apologize. Masculine, feminine energy. I just get used to using certain pronouns. My bad. All right, so Scorpio moon. There's a lot of connection, a lot of desire. This is like so dope. I love this reading for you guys. Happy effing Sunday is what I want to say. So Sunday is the day that we allow our ego, our light to shine bright. I'm going to leave the tarot at that because it was very beautiful, very powerful. Whatever's coming in today, even if you don't get this communication today, this is definitely happening within the next, I'd say, week or so, where it's like you're going to be connecting with this new option, this new opportunity. I mean, we are still on the weekend. Maybe you see something about it online today. Maybe you get a message. Maybe someone slides into your DMs. I'm so like proud to be able to use that. Maybe you see an advertisement for something and it triggers an idea, etc. It's coming to you regardless. And this is definitely, I love this celestial teacher. This is definitely about birthing something that's very new, that's powerful, that's magnetic. And this is also a way for you to connect with those more authentic layers of yourself, right? Who you are, like we said, this current theme of leaving behind what doesn't serve us in 2023. I get that that's like a New Year's thing. I'm not saying it because it's going to be the New Year's. Legit, it's just how the energy is moving. Pluto is moving into Aquarius in the beginning of next year. And so, and it's like we have to be willing to, and it's in Capricorn now, we have to be willing to let go. We have to do the hard work in order to see those wishes, the hope, the little man rising above. That's what Aquarian energy is. And we have to be willing to do the work in order to see those changes manifest. Sorry, that came out. Gotta close it off. I think I'm running out of time. Yeah, so awaken. You know, I think this is, again, confirming that this is a new stage of new cycle, new abundance for you. Yeah, I love this, guys. I knew this was gonna come out. Unconditional love. It's this partnership energy. What is coming for you is these blessings. It's honoring you for the hard work that you've done. And this has been such a beautiful reading. Even if this is not dropped into your lap today, like I said, celebrate it, enjoy it, have fun, find pleasure in your day-to-day. Do things that like make you feel excited and connected about life today. It's gonna help bring this energy in quicker. It definitely feels like it's coming in throughout the holiday season, so be ready. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time and energy. Always many blessings, lots of love to you. I appreciate you, and have a fabulous day.